To end Chapter 4, we're going to be talking about arithmetic sequences. Our goal here is to identify and then extend patterns and sequences, and to represent these arithmetic sequences using function notation. So what is a sequence? It's an ordered list of numbers that often form a pattern. And each of those numbers in the list is called a term of the sequence. Look at how each term of the sequence is related to the previous term. And again, your goal is to identify a single rule that you could apply to every term to produce the next term. So you're looking to see if there is a pattern that we can establish and write that rule. Well, 5, 8, 11, 14. They're all going up, all right? So the numbers are increasing. And is there a difference, a common difference between them? Well, it looks like we are adding 3 repeatedly going up the line here. So the rule established would be starting with 5, add 3 repeatedly, and then we'll continue the pattern. Take a look at a second one. How do I get from one term to the other? A pattern, again, states that we're starting at a certain number, and then we're looking for what that pattern is. To get from one term to another here, it looks like we're multiplying each previous term by 2. And we continue that pattern to get 2 times 20 is 40, and 40 times 2 is 80, and 80 times 2, 160. And it keeps going and going. So starting at 2 5/10, multiply 2 repeatedly. Here's a few more for you to try. How do you get from one term to the other? Is there a common difference, or is there something multiplied, or maybe there's an alternating pattern? Try these 3 and we'll share the results in class. Again, what is our mission here? We're trying to describe a pattern and determine what the next 2 terms in the sequence are. Again, I give you a few practice problems and we'll discuss these together. Look for a pattern and complete the next 2 terms in the sequence. So you'll see that on this slide I have this word common difference. In an arithmetic sequence, again, they're not all arithmetic sequences, but in the ones that are arithmetic sequences, there is something called a difference between each 2 that's constant, and we refer to that constant common difference as the common difference. So if it's the same throughout the pattern, then we have a common difference and we have an arithmetic sequence. So you're going to determine whether the sequence is arithmetic, and if it is, what is that common difference? Here are 4 for you to try. If there is the same common difference, it's an arithmetic sequence. Again, try these. In class, we'll go over these and we'll talk a little bit more about how we can determine what these rules are and continuing the patterns.